Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Biohazard 2, Real Survival. In the last episode, we did a little bit more trekking back and forth across the laboratory, and only had, well, not too many difficulties in the previous episode, but things could have been a lot better. Such as not running into more poison ivies and not getting hit by the death lickers too many times. Well, as I probably said before in the previous episode, things could be a lot worse. But we've now got a full map of the area here. And just checking, yeah. That door is the one that's also locked with master key, because that's the that's the area on the first floor, or the first basement floor, that we can't get to at the moment. Now the annoying thing is that there is a save room here. I'm not going to use that. I'm still fairly fortunate with my ammunition at the moment, so let us press on. Now, of course, we're entering the real heart of the laboratory, where, of course, if you watch the cutscene in Claire's scenario, you'll notice that this area is the very place where William Birkin was developing the G-Virus, and where the Umbrella Security Service, led by Special Agent Hunk, infiltrated the lab and ultimately caused everything to happen. Most importantly, a red herb, which is very important for us. Probably one of the last red herbs we're going to find, I think. Because, to be honest, red herbs have been fairly scarce, apart from the ones that I used beforehand. Actually entering the laboratory itself, and there is a locker here, which fortunately we have the key for. And what a locker it is. We will take the magnum parts. Yes, they are magnum parts, don't you worry. Well, technically they're supposed to be, well, if we examine them, they look like parts for a magnum, even though they're called magnum parts. That means we can combine these with the magnum itself to create the custom magnum. The Desert Eagle with a 10-inch barrel. It can fire DOT 50 AE rounds more powerfully. And it is quite the weapon. Quite the weapon indeed. There are zombies in here, as we can hear from the copious amounts of shuffling. Nope. I want a shot there. Was less than fortunate. Ooh. No, don't. Yeah, that was rather ominous, and I'm pretty much out of pretty much low on shotgun shells now. Used more than I needed to. Fortunately, I don't hear anymore. Nope, that was just my imagination. Various chemicals. What kind of experiments have been performed here? Well, we already have the answer to that question. We've already witnessed the experiments firsthand. Now, there's a machine for vaccine research. And, what do you know? There's a, item that we haven't seen in a while. Looks unique. Now I can access the power room. And believe it or not, its icon and shape are not entirely unlike that of the power room from the Arclight laboratory. Now, of course, going back to our trusty handy-dandy map, the power room is in fact the area that's currently locked up there, as we can see on the map. That's going to be a bit of a trick. We do have one more room to actually explore. Fortunately, there doesn't appear to be any sort of ammunition of sorts lying around the laboratory itself. I think the power room key was the only thing we could acquire, as well as the almighty magnum parts. I don't think there's anything else in the locker, and all the other ones are tightly locked, so it's very unfortunate. Well, that was fairly short. But there is actually one more room to enter. Oh. And the key is useless. We want to avoid those, because those are larvae. As for what spawned them, the creature in this room. And I'm out of shotgun ammo, and that was waste magnum bullet. I think it's dead. I'm on yellow caution, so you know what, the hell with it. Might as well go par for the course, using up can't reach the computer. You know, you could just brush them off, but well, 2 wasted magnum bullets, but well, could be worse. Now we can access the Rodum system, which will give us access to the culture experiment room, which Claire wasn't able to enter, so we'll type in guest, as was written on the note that was conveniently left for us. And we don't have to put in a password, but we do have to register our fingerprint. Please wait. Registration is complete. Guest registration is valid for 24 hours. Well, probably should have used, handgun bullets on all those zombies instead of wasting precious ammunition. But oh well. We've done all we came to do down here on this level. Let's get out of here before anything else happens. Oh, for better or worse, I have a supply of first aid sprays upstairs, and I always knew that I was going to use them. And I will not be using this, there is no point in me using that item box at all. No sir. Curse you, liquor. I didn't manage to hit the screen there, but, which is very possible. That's a interesting feature of Biohazard 2, is that if you shoot the screen, there will actually be a bullet hole through the screen. But I was unfortunate in that regard. So away we go. Back up through this ominous looking shaft. Well, at least we have no reason to kill the giant plant over here. But things could be a lot better. A lot better. No, I didn't want to go this way. I was getting all confused there for a moment. We can actually enter the culture room itself, but since we now have access to it, as soon as we input our fingerprint, we can actually enter the room proper. Though I'm not entirely sure I want to at this point. No, what? I'll go back. Back to the save room, back to the item box, and hopefully we can deal with the situation more readily. I actually probably should not have wasted any of those shotgun shells at all. That was a terrible mistake on my part. Considering the fact that I have plenty of handgun ammo to deal with zombies, and I still don't have the master key, which is disconcerting. I'd really like to be able to get the into that security room. Well, no way out but forward. Hopefully we can make it without any sort of trouble. Or not.
You murdered my husband. I know what you're looking for. You came for the G-virus, didn't you? But you take it from me. This is my husband's legacy. Now, where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
What?
You really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
If you don't want to believe it, I don't really care. You're about to die anyway.
That's not good. That's not good. That's... Oh, fuck. Run around. Oh, God. No. Run away! Run away! Oh my word, that was too close for comfort. You utter swine, Mr. X, you utter goit. Well, thank you for some more Magnum bullets, but... Oh my word. That was, truly unfortunate. Truly unfortunate indeed. Well... Probably about time I use the first aid spray, but more importantly, that encounter with Annette Birkin and people was actually very important. Because we uncovered some information regarding mutual companion Ada Wong. Now, I mentioned earlier that she was a private detective, or private investigator of sorts. But to be perfectly honest, we never really learned of her, I'm gonna do this, but cross fingers. Oh, it's so painful to use one of these, but we are doing pretty well for ourselves. Now, I'm actually gonna take a submachine gun, and, take another first aid, well, take 2 first aid sprays, because at this point I'm taking no chances. Used 1, we have 4 left. Ah, that's so painful. But, yeah, we never actually knew the client of Ms. Ada Wong at all. It turns out that she is in fact on the payroll of an organization calling itself the Agency. But, and it seems that, rather ominously, that she infiltrated Umbrella and got close to John Clemens and Arklay to learn more about their activities for her employers. But it seems like she was, trying to get the G-Virus after all, and, well, to be honest, she already has a sample in her possession due to the fact that she has the pendant that belonged to Sherry Burkett. It pains me to do this, but I am going to unlock that power door. Well, at least I have 2 first aid sprays on hand. That's very utterly fortunate, because otherwise this would all be a complete and utter waste on my part. So without further ado, let us proceed into the proceed into the power room. The key is useless now, let's get rid of it. And, we are effectively loaded for bear, so let's go in, shall we? Wow. That is a big power room. Different from, the one in Arclay, to be sure, but, well, no way out but forward, I suppose. Luckily there's no threats here to deal with. Keep my fingers crossed on this one. Oh god, please no. Well, we're trapped.
Run!
Ada!
At the 11th hour. But a handgun is no match for him.
Ada!
Leon, please, escape.
No. We're a team. I can't just leave you behind.
I'm just a woman who fell in love with you. Nothing more.
Ada. No. Ada!
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
I will always remember you. Goodbye, Ada.
Goodbye indeed. And, we actually have to get the hell out of Dodge. First, it's time to get something that either Ada or, Mr. X was holding on to before he fell into the smelting pit, and that is the Master Key. The very Master Key that we've been looking for this whole time. Looks very important. That is because it is. Without it, we could not get to the remaining areas of the laboratory, which I believe are, well, the security room on the 4th floor basement, as well as the elevator, elevator shaft. But that was actually rather unfortunate, because that is the last of Miss Ada Wong. She may have been a spy sent in by the agency to obtain Umbrella's experiments, but in the very end, she chose to protect Leon S. Kennedy from the tyrant, Mr. X, at the cost of her own life. Unfortunately, thanks to Mr. X's interference, the auto-destruct system is active. It wasn't set off deliberately by Ada Wong, but, well, there's accident or no, the self-destruct system is active. And we actually were in this room previously, except we couldn't get out through the other side. But, speaking of getting out, that is what we shall do, because, this place is about to explode. As per biohazard tradition. Oh dear. That is ominous foreshadowing there.
Leon, you made it.
Claire? Is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second! What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Hello? Claire, are you there? Claire! The security office?
That is very fortunate, because we need to actually get to the security office. And that music and that declaration means that things have just gone a lot more tense. Now the self-destruct is now completely and absolutely active. Well, there's no avoiding it, I'm afraid. We are going to make our way to the security office, because that is where Sherry still is. But, that is for, the next episode. So when we return, we shall make a beeline for the security office, save Sherry Birkin, and get the hell out of Dodge before things get even worse. Even though, from that ominous foreshadowing earlier, things are about to get a lot more worse. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.